hot in here? Or is it just me standing in front of this open flame? Hey everybody, it's Chucker Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we got to see 3 not so commonly used blades in action, helping to stop some theft of some crops. This time, we're gonna get to know a blade that we know absolutely nothing about, other than how horrifying her heel bones are. We're gonna walk to the center of town and...
Wait!
You talking to us?
I wanted to talk to the pretty lady.
Oh, it's Dahlia you're after.
What's up, hon? You want to ask me something?
Can I touch you?
Touch me? Well, sure, if you like.
Wow, so shiny! It's beautiful. I wish I could wear something like this.
Thanks, hon.
And the way you talk is so lovely, too. It sounds so much more refined than that guy over there.
Hey, why are you bringing me into this?
Well, that is mighty kind of you. You're pretty cute yourself.
Hey, are you like a rabbit lady?
Not quite, Peaches. I'm a blade, see?
Oh, wow! A blade! That's amazing!
Name's Dahlia. Pleasure to meet you.
Dahlia?
That's the one. Don't forget it, okay?
Okay. So, hey, Dahlia, why do you look like that? Oh, shiny and pretty.
Why? I'm not sure I can give you a clean-cut answer there.
Are all blades shiny and sparkly?
Well, no, I suppose not.
Hey, Dahlia, where'd you learn to talk like that? It sounds way cooler than that guy over there.
Hey, can you please stop taking digs at me?
I've talked like this all my life.
Hey, Dahlia. How do you get to be born so beautiful? Where do you buy those shiny clothes?
Now hold your horses. One question at a time, if you please.
That kid really seems to have taken a shine to her.
Hey, pretty lady, keep it up.
Oh, they make me so mad sometimes. Y'all are treading on thin ice.
Hey, Dahlia, what's your favoriteest thing in the whole world?
My favoritist thing?
Yeah.
Well, let's see now. I am pretty crazy about flowers.
Flowers?
Uh-huh. There's these flowers that only bloom at night. They're called moondrops. Tiny little things, but they got beautiful white blossoms.
Oh. Hey, Dahlia! Listen, I want to grow up to be just like you. How can I be like you?
Be like me.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Maybe you should try playing around outside.
Outside?
That's right, hon. You gotta play hard and eat well. Oh, and a little studying wouldn't hurt either.
Well, I've got to study.
Yep. Studying's pretty important, you know?
Wow, being really pretty takes a lot of work, huh?
What do you say, kid? Got what you wanted?
Yeah. Do you think I can be as pretty as Dahlia if I work hard enough?
Sure, y'all gotta work hard to talk cool like little old Dahlia.
Zeke, that's not very...
Wow, thanks, pretty lady Dahlia. next time we meet, I'm gonna be super pretty too. Bye-bye.
Bye, hon. You work hard now.
That is one happy customer.
Yeah, Dahlia. I never knew you were so good with kids.
Oh, I'm nothing special. That was just a fluke, is all. And as for you, Zeke, I don't like your cheek.
That's what happens when you make fun of the great and awful Zekinator.
What are we gonna do with you?
I must say, I'm looking forward to the next time we run into that young lady.
And how? I just hope she doesn't push herself too hard.
That wasn't a quest, by the way. They thought they would just pump a bunch of the budget into some random girl who likes Dahlia.
Just how far can beauty take us? That's what I want to know.
Viewing that scene opens up the rest of Dahlia's chart. Very easy, no quest completion necessary. After that, we go to Anastasia's. I heard it pronounced that way one time, and I feel like if it's pronounced a way that no one in your country says it, that's probably correct. Especially if they have an accent when they say it. Nice to see some outsiders for a change. We don't get many right here. I am not an out... Oh, I get it. This is all just a sick joke at the exiled prince. Laugh it up, why don't you? Come in and thaw yourselves out. We'll have a short rest. What's this? A visitor at this time of night? That window looks glorious. I want to touch my nose to it. This does seem a little bit late. Come on, the door's open. Sorry to call on you at this late hour. Is there a woman by the name of Dahlia here? That'd be me, hon. What's troubling you? It's my daughter, Castina. She hasn't come home this evening. She said she'd been talking to someone called Dahlia recently, so I thought you might have some idea where she went. Oh, that little girl who took a shine to her. You answered a bunch of questions for her, right, Dahlia? Well, she just kept asking. Now let me think. It's just an idea, but she might have gone looking for moondrops. I told her they only bloom at night, see? You mean she might be wandering outside of Theoswar right now? Well, I can't say for sure, but I guess this is probably my fault. You wait here, and I'll go and see if I can't bring your daughter home safe and sound. Thank you so much. Please do find her. You might want to try asking her friends if she said anything. I was going to ask them next if I didn't have any luck here. All right, I'll see about asking them first. Could you tell me their names? There's Selesmia, who's usually in the residential area, and Manigal, who I often see at Soprek Old Market. Oh, and Liesel. Are these even real names anymore? You can probably find her at Elmo Square. Thanks a bunch. Don't worry. I'll find little Cassandra before you know it. You just sit tight and stay strong. That is a awful frame to pause her on while flying the ointment comes up. Manigal! At least I can say your name. You're looking for Castina, huh? I don't see her today, so I don't really know. She's always hanging around with Selesmia though, so you might want to try asking her. It was kind of hard to shake that southern accent. I guess it just kind of has to do with the area that I live in, but I swear I'm not, well, I guess I am kind of southern born now that I think about it though, but not the southern that everyone always thinks of. You want to know where Castina went? Sorry, I don't really know. Maybe Manigal would have an idea. This is turning into nothing fast. Your friend is missing and you came over here to buy board games? I remember. She was talking about it earlier. She said she was going to find moondrops in the forest behind Old Gelgamos Gate. Castina's so amazing. I'd be way too scared to go on my own. And Dahlia's just dancing the night away, not a care in the world, even though she caused all this. So, behind Old Gelgamos Gate, you might think that that's the exit to town. Nope, it's well the way down here.
Let's go.
Come on, hon. Let's go.
I've never heard that quote before. I don't really use Dahlia all that much. Man, with how far away this is, like, With legs like that, she could have been the one to save Tantal way faster than we did. So the little kid runs down here with no assistance and makes it this far. That's downright impressive and deserves to be awarded. I don't care. You can find a new profession as a marathon runner. You don't need any of this crap to be as beautiful as Dahlia. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a long distance, but it really wasn't that much longer than where I kinda just stopped talking. Well, this is definitely the place that girl told us about, but I don't see Castina anywhere. I don't want to get gruesome on everyone, but could she have collapsed and be buried in the snow? If she is, we gotta find her, and quick. Let's dig up this whole place. How fitting that the rabbit spends her entire quest digging. Okay, Castina! No sign of her buried here. He just felt like looking cool every time he said it. So, Dahlia. I got stories about her. In my practice run for this, Dahlia was the first rare blade that I pulled. And I tried going through all my core crystals to try to get a different rare blade without having to tap into my legendary cores with the DLC items. And the only other blade I could get to starting off was Electra. That was how I started this game. I was so scared that I was going to be stuck with Dahlia as my only rare blade because that happened to me in practice, and we were gonna have her on screen for a whole bunch of episodes early on when, I understand that some people really don't like Dahlia, and we would have her just on screen constantly when I'm really trying to sell this game to people and show people how much I really like it. And it's not even just in terms of that. I'm talking about how in battle, she would be awful to start the game with. We haven't been able to get any of her battle skills above level 2 until now because it's locked behind this quest and we can only just now do it. Meh, 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 meh. What the heck? Me thought me would die. Thanks friends much for saving. Well, that sure ain't Castina. Who the heck are you anyway? And what are you doing here? Friend should call me Sage, just Sage. Me is in training to become great Nopon Sage. Was in such deep meditation, did not notice when snow piled up on top of me. Almost became Nopon Icicle. But me feel like me has achieved new a level of enlightenment from experience. Even for a Nopon, this guy's weird. Still, if he's around here, he might know something. We gotta find out where Castina went. Listen, did you see a Tantalese girl around here? We heard she was coming over this way. Meme, Tantalese girl? Feel like may have seen, or maybe not. Give us the straight answer, would ya? Her life might be on the line here. Meme. If friends give offering of food, maybe it'd help me remember. Seriously, that's your deal here? Me is very hungry, not having strength to think. A stomach full, probably remember all about girl who come here. Sounds mighty suspicious if you ask me, but I guess that's what it takes. Go on then, what are you after? Me craving juicy rayfin and benign cricket. Oh, and soft sea cucumber. Me wait right here for offerings. I'd like you to remember the appearance of the Nopon Sage for later. Much, much later. Or I guess technically much, much earlier if we're getting into the technicalities though, but you understand. Screw collecting items, we're wasting precious time! Oh, hi, Pyra. The Nopon Sage is a recurring character in the Xeno series. They first appeared in Xenoblade Chronicles, there were a few of them in Xenoblade Chronicles X, and here's yet another one of them. Usually there's some wildly spiritual Nopon who kind of stands out from the rest and goes by that title. Thank friends for wondrous offering. Friends make Sage very happy. And memories all come back too. Girl who friends looking for did run here, ran off toward Pillar City ruins. Me not know what girl was looking for, but quite dangerous by alone. Friend should go and help girl quick quick. Meh, thank you, meh, meh, thank you, meh. What, is he broken? More is not always better, Tora. Don't you think a single thank you would suffice? Tora is just in awe that he got to meet the real Nopon Sage. This Arachno is looking, or no, it's an Antal, is just looking at him so, it's like baring its fangs for him. She's waiting for us to run off. And she's at the Airborne Throne. In the amount of time that we've been here, she not only ran all the way down there, but also ran all the way up here as well. I reiterate, she could absolutely make a living as a world-class marathon runner. This is ridiculous. Get up there, thank you. Uh-oh. Please tell me that. Okay, good, I'm not dead. I'm never dead! I never have to learn anything, yay! Going into some origins for Dahlia, she is a moon rabbit. Her Japanese name is Moon. She has rabbit ears and paws, and her weapon is an orb. Her localized name is a reference to Dolly Parton, as they have similar body types and an affinity for white sparkly clothing. Castina! Look at you, you're freezing cold. Oh, what should I do? Oh dear, my powers aren't any good to warm her up. Be calm, Dahlia, you are not alone here. Morag. Even if you aren't able to warm her, Pyra and Bridget surely can. Isn't helping one another in times of need what friends are for? You're right, there's no point in getting myself in a tizzy. Will you help me out here, guys? But of course.
Fire, guide me.
That would have been really awkward if we failed that skill check in the middle of that. At least it's an easy one, because Mithra and Pyra have 6 levels of focus together.
Huh? Pretty lady Dahlia?
Thank the architect. Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you, hun?
No, I'm okay.
Well, that is a relief. I was real worried, you know?
Look out! Run!
Monsters? Ah, where did this lot pop up from?
I fear we may have wandered into their territory.
Ah! Huh? Dahlia!
Don't you worry, hun. You'll be just fine with us. I promise. I'm not just a pretty lady, you know? I can also kick Monster Heine. So you just sit tight while we take care of these critters.
Dahlia is a bitball with kind of unconventional focuses for a bitball. Her first battle skill is Fireworks, increased damage to launched enemies. Ironic, it is worse than a skill that Crossset has that does the exact same thing, and it's called Fireworks. Her second battle skill, Opportunist, raises critical rate to the entire team in chain attacks, a pretty decent support skill while she's at it. And then we also have her third skill, Spotlight, a chance to damage nearby orbs during chain attacks. She specializes in chain attacks quite well and does some decent support stuff. Now, you're seeing why I really didn't like starting the game with her. You don't get chain attacks until a decent way into Araya, and I was starting the game. So not only would I have Dahlia as my only real usable blade for a long time, but she wouldn't even be able to do the things that make her special in the first place. It just would be a complete and total mess. Go for that. Dynamic Spark Sword. Down it goes. That's a very long art, actually. Toppled, and we can launch you, or Tora can do it first. You just do everything to show up everyone, Tora, don't you?
Superbly executed.
Didn't even have time to talk about her specials. It was just over that quickly.
Finish my task.
Wait, where's the girl?
Friends returned safely.
Very well then.
I guess she got out while the getting was good.
I'll have to help you guys out a little more.
So getting into Dahlia a bit more, she is Ice Element, she's a bitball. She gives her driver 5% physical defense, but 45% ether defense with her core chip that she has on her. Yeah, so it's 35 normally. 35% ether defense, so yet another bitball that gives really good ether bulk. And her other buff is not Zenobia, it's 10% dexterity. She's got 2 Ox Core slots, and I can think of no better thing to give her than Element Orb Ender. The fact that she can attack up to 3 orbs in a chain attack at the same time, you can be getting some full bursts with her. Besides that, I kinda like HP attack boost just because Zeke's gonna be at full health a lot with her. It's not a particularly good thing to give her, it's just what I had for lack of a better second one. Her field skills are Forestry, Ice Mastery, and something we don't have yet that has 3 levels. We'll go over that one later. Forestry is I guess good for gathering, not really a skill that we're struggling with now because Cutie Pie has it, but maybe if she was an early game blade, she could have some use with it. Ironic with all I've been saying. And Ice Mastery, useful for a few skill checks, I guess. Dahlia wants your carrot between some buns.
My, this is delicious.
And then, oh no, get back here. Talk with your southern crappie.
Cute. I like it.
This is the best thing ever.
To explain what I meant by that before anybody gets offended at me, I was playing a home game of Wheel of Fortune with some friends in a video one time, and the answer was Southern Drawl, and despite living in the South, I had never heard of a Southern Drawl, so I filled in the puzzle with Southern Crappie. Poached fruit salmon is purchased in Theosoir at the staple food store.
Wow. I've never had anything like this.
And now that we're back in town, Celiara. That's a cool name, actually. I'll have to think of that if I ever have to name anybody. Mommy! Castina, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much for finding my daughter. Thanks, pretty lady Dahlia. No need to thank me, hon. I'm just glad you're all right. Instead, could you promise me you'll never do a thing like this again?
Why'd you go to a dangerous place like that all on your own? Didn't you want to grow up and be all pretty? You can't do that if you get yourself killed.
I'm sorry. I just really wanted to find one of these.
Why, those are moon drops.
Uh-huh. They're the flowers you said you liked. I only managed to get 2 of them, but I wanted to give them to you as a super special present.
For me?
Yep. You taught me all sorts of things, remember? So I wanted to do something lovely for you, too.
You braved a scary place like that and put yourself in danger all for me? You really are a silly girl. But you did show me a beautiful sight.
You like them?
I never saw something so pretty. Even moon drops aren't as beautiful as what I'm looking at right now.
More pretty than moondrops.
Uh-huh. I'm talking about your sweet little heart, hon. It may not be easy to see, and you can't put a price on it. But that pure and tender heart of yours is more beautiful than anything in this world.
My heart?
I guess you're a little young to understand, huh? But one day, you'll see what I mean. Oh yeah, I gotta give you something in return, too. Feast your eyes on this.
Wow! That's amazing!
There you go. Do you like it?
I love it! Thanks a million, Dahlia!
No. Thank you, sweetie.
Hey, listen! I'm gonna become the prettiest, coolest driver ever. And then I'm gonna find you again and make you my very own blade.
You want to be my driver?
Yeah,
Well, I think that's great. Though, I want you to know, my driver right now's tough as an old boot. You might be waiting quite a while.
Dahlia, I don't think that's what she meant. I think she was saying, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to murder that guy over there so I can take you from him. You sure you wanted to stand there smiling? This girl's a proper go-getter. If you're not careful, she might steal me away from you someday. Oh, you did understand. That would be a pain, but don't worry yourself. Like you said, your driver's tough. I can handle the challenge. I did say that, didn't I? I guess I can rest easy then. Let's make this partnership a long and fruitful one. Why was this such a good quest? Of all the characters I expected to find inspirational, the last one I thought it would be was Dahlia. You get a skeleton hood for that, which is aggro reduction. Well, greater aggro reduction, you understand. Fast blade switch, arts heal, not really all that great. But from doing this quest, a few other things have opened up. Icecraft is one of them. Over by Hobby Trappers in Theoswar. I can handle the fall because I don't skip leg day. It's the Nopon Sage. Thank you for all help last time. Me training like mad now to become great Nopon Sage. No time for work, no time for study, spending all day and night in deep meditation to reach enlightenment. So would quite appreciate offerings. Poppy, what is best choice to make in this situation? Poppy, not no answer. We'll leave decision to wise Master Pawn. No need to hesitate so long. Me not care what friends offer. Any food at all bring great happiness to me. Any food, huh? Well, not quite any food, but that's a pretty large selection. We now can offer things to the Nopon Sage. Some of these are worth quite a lot, actually. Done. Ah, that's so tasty. Stomach very satisfied now. Thanks be to friends. Oh, yes. Soon, me planning to leave Tantal, hoping to achieve enlightenment in place where me can receive many offerings of food just like now. Some place with much dense trees and big waterfall, lake of clean water. Hopefully find dream place like that. Anyway, see friends around. Completing the Nopon offering is a good deed for Perun if somehow you do not have all of her good deeds knocked out by now. There are more in the game than you need. You'll go to Gormott, and you'll look all around the big waterfall and lush trees, hoping just to find some trace of where this guy is. But he ain't here. You won't find him in Allrest. Next up, we go to the Argentum Trade Guild, the Goldsmith Warehouse. And as we arrived, I checked this.
I'll protect you to the maximum of my ability.
This should make everyone happy.
This was going to come up eventually.
This'll prove invaluable on our quest.
Yes! Bring it on!
It's a crafting skill, like you knew it. What do you mean, love? Oh, I haven't gotten into the affinity chart yet. That gets me every now and again, you darn dirty chart, you.
I need beauty. More. So beautiful.
We can now craft tricolor ice flow with just tricolor rocks? Dahlia! You have heard my complaints and you have fixed them. I just gotta make 10 of these things and it's one ingredient each? That is so easy.
Beautiful.
While we're doing that, I'd like to show you these early designs for Dahlia. She originally looked very different, sporting 4 wildly different designs. She was designed by Risa Ibada, the lovely lady who also designed Ursula. And I think that Dahlia just looks so different than she did earlier in development because she was too similar to Ursula. You know, animal traits, ice element, kind of looking like a princess and other designs. Eventually they went with this queen design for her that I think looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of Elsa, actually. Yeah, she looks really cool in a lot of these earlier designs, and it's kind of a shame they didn't go with them.
I need beauty. More. More.
Is it 50 items? It's 50 items, because it's always 50 items.
So.
I can make all of them without having to do any grinding. We can now make a sparkling snow globe, 2 of them, and the rainbow scope. To get this up easily, go to Stonegate Ruins in the stomach of Uriah.
Arrived. Where do we go from
And
here?
just south of where we end up, there's a collection point right up on this hill that's got everything you need. Equip a few blades with mineralogy, Bridget's got it, Agate's got it, probably a couple of common blades got it too. And yeah, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
This is what I'm good at.
Got a few of them, and did I get a few of them? Oh, I got one. Yeah, I got one. That's not so bad. Just do this like 5, 6, 7 times, it's done. Dahlia, you get a free pass from me. You have the most reasonable crafting skill out of anyone I've ever met.
I need beauty. More. More.
More? Well, you've gotten more twice because you're level 3 now. And we can make this one too. Titan Illuminations. And the Tantale Ice Cube, which requires 1 belt? I have 84 of the first material and I only need 1? Where is this? Okay, I think you're really gonna like this, where this last one is made from. We go to the upper level to the Airborne Throne. Right over by where we rescued Castina in the first place. There it is, Tantale Ice Cube. Plus 10% affinity gain, more damage dealt by specials. The affinity gain is the constant, whereas you get some other effect. As for the Tantale Ice Cube...
Oh my stars. That is one very pretty flower.
Actually, quite a good item. Again, not very practical, but you'll at least have an effect for it for a long time, and that special recharge is damn good.
I think I understand more.
This one's one of my specialties.
I have your back. Rest easy.
Please, someone explain the point of small talk.
It's Nia's turn to overshadow somebody here. Percy is very close to filling in his affinity chart completely, and I thought Nia could get in on some of this love sourcing goodness. We've still got a lot of heart-to-hearts to view, so I thought we could end off today by viewing Perceval's.
A new way is open to me.
After unlocking level 5, he wants to go to the wall art in Tantale to view the heart-to-heart Poetic license.
What's next for Nia? Just leave it to Nia.
We weren't quite able to knock out all of Dahlia in one shot, unfortunately. I would have liked to have gotten to do more fighting and do more specials, but I kind of don't want to just run out into the middle of a field and bash up a monster that has no relevancy to anything just for the sake of showing more skills, so we'll save it for another time. I followed that all the way to the top here, didn't find it, so I went down below, assuming that it had to be below us in the Balcourse ruins, only to find I was never at the top. You have to make this jump, make the jump, grab the ladder, get up to the heart-to-heart. There's a wall painting here.
Optic nerve auxiliary circuit unlocked.
Oh shoot, I can actually read this. I didn't think I would be able to, but this is actually kind of good. You get a key item called the Tantalese Murals that'll be helpful for another day, and you might as well do that while you're up here. Heck, you might as well do that while you're up here doing the last quest that took you up here so you don't ever have to come back up again. In a perfect world.
Perceval, if I may ask, what are you looking at from a place like this?
I see the city.
Well, yes, I can see that. Is there something there?
The lights.
The lights?
Points of warmth shining in the cold, hushed darkness, signifying life. Each of them, the mark of a human soul, living its life in this city. And yet, how many of those lives can be happy ones?
You sound like a poet sometimes. You know that, Perceval?
I, a poet? I merely state what I see before me. I do not mean to sound cryptic.
Why do you help people?
A difficult question. To make the world a better place. That would be an easy answer to give. But I do not pursue such lofty goals.
Why would you do it then? Saving people, just like that time recently.
Many would claim all people are equal, but it does not seem that way to me. The rules that govern this world are still unjust and crooked. The weak are abused by the strong, who bend morality and law to evil ends. I find such acts distasteful, so I prefer to side with those in need. It is as simple as that.
So you just want to help people when you see them suffering? Is that it? That sounds like a long and difficult road to travel, but I'll walk it with you.
That means a lot. It's thanks to you that I can continue walking my path. So I thank you, my driver. I will be counting on you.
Why is it you don't kill?
A fitting question. Rather than strike down the wicked, I prefer to strike down the wickedness in their hearts. As such, though I do not take the lives of men, it is not out of mercy or compassion. Rather, death is too easy a way out.
Way out?
To strike down an evildoer is to take their life as payment for their sins, yes? But I do not feel sins can be paid for so easily. To carry on living and atoning, as penance, it is more fitting than death. That is why I do it, because I believe sins should be atoned for.
Living is harder than dying. You really are a poet, Perceval.
Oh, I am no poet. I am but one blade. I hope you'll join me in cutting down evildoers when the time comes.
He's so badass! This serves as an epilogue to his quest, which we did a very long time ago, kind of having Rex ask him, hey, why'd you do this instead of that? Which had to do with the storyline.
Victory is assured.
You're coming up on being able to finish off all your stuff. Not much longer. He does have his art right there with leaping. I could fill that in. Sure, you can have 2 things from Dahlia.
I am a mighty hunter.
A lot of skill checks need leaping, and I find that I've needed more and more levels of it lately, so I'm pretty thankful for this one. I love Perceval so much. I've said it so many times, but I wish more bad blades were like him, where he's really, really useful in specific situations, but just not good other than that. I wish they went that direction with more blades, because it really pains me to see characters like Electra suck, or, you know, Godfrey having nothing going for him and stuff like that. I understand not every blade could be good. It makes sense there's going to be some stinkers. They would have to do that to make the gacha system have some weight to it so that sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you don't. And on top of that, also so that the story blades are stronger than the ones that you get randomly, so you're not cheated by just having bad luck. I think they handled it pretty well, but seeing Perceval just makes me want for more for those not-so-good blades. Anyway, that is Dahlia's quest, everything dealing with Dahlia other than her specials, and some other things about her combat, and then another heart-to-heart. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going to go see King Eulogiminus, as he has something for us. See you guys then.